I watched pretty much every single one of Caitlin's games early on because I am a fan. I do like good basketball. And of course, I wanted to see how she would do. Coming out of college and going in the WNBA, we as WNBA players were having basketball conversations. And everybody just took it to another place where we were attacking them as.
Sue Bird revealed the WNBA's pre-planned strategy to eliminate Caitlin Clark, including technical fouls, racial undertones, and blatant targeting. This was not Clark's fault, but rather a strategy devised by those who couldn't handle her stealing the spotlight.
Just don't. And it actually, we talked about this before, like the fan that went hard at Caitlin at the Connecticut Sun game in game 1 or 2, I can't remember, where there was an interaction where the fan almost got ejected. It's like, none of this is okay. And we never accept it. We never accept this on the men's side.
Kathy Angelbert and her team of referees were motivated by jealousy and drama in the NBA. Instead of supporting a rising star, they chose to cause controversy and increase ticket sales. The dirty laundry is now out, and it does not look good.
Why is it okay in our league? Why is it, welcome to mainstream sport?
Sue's decision to expose the WNBA was not motivated by personal feelings. We sympathize with Caitlin Clark, but it was an unintentional slip-up. We now have the juicy details we were looking for, especially with Bird's recent commentary, which has cast doubt on Clark's record-breaking rookie season.
What was coming? This wasn't a surprise. And not just the comments that the commissioner made a few weeks ago, where she basically implied that the racial tension is good for business and invoking Magic and Bird.
Sue dismissed the WNBA's success as a collective effort on her podcast, claiming that teamwork makes the dream work. However, Clark's single-handed efforts brought the league to the attention of a new generation of fans.
Higher television ratings, higher attendance figures. Ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't come courtesy of a league. It comes courtesy of the players that play in the league. And in her case, she was the most popular, which means she could have helped your bottom line, which means you should have seen that from day one and maximized it.
Critics questioned whether Bird was simply being philosophical or attempting to undermine Clark's success.
It's not good for business. It's never good for business. And sort of sidestep the question about racism and misogyny and hate that the players are receiving online, basically saying like, don't go on social media, or, it's sort of not real.
There is a whisper that this may not be benign remark, but rather jealousy or discomfort. Clark's meteoric rise in a year may be due to tough love from a veteran or something more personal. She has accomplished more in a year than some players in a decade. For someone who has been around for a long time, seeing a rookie hog all the attention is difficult. It may sting a little, but this is when things get really spicy. The question is not just about Bird's comments, but also whether the WNBA leadership was attempting to prevent Caitlin Clark from gaining too much attention. While a conspiracy theory is possible, it is important to consider the facts, such as the fact that Clark received her Rookie of the Year award via phone call during practice.
Obviously, not every, they're humans, looking at technology. Basketball is a little more complex than tennis, for instance, around technology of officiating. So we're looking at a variety of different dimensions.
In Connecticut, there is no fanfare or celebration before to a playoff game. Congratulations were given over the phone, as if she was being told her dry cleaning was ready. This screamed, "We don't want to make a big deal out of you," and was followed by officiating.
I got a technical for basically being mad at myself because I missed a three and then I went and hit the backboard, and he told me it was disrespectful to the game of basketball.
Oh, the officiating. Clark received a technical violation for banging the backboard in fury after missing a shot, which the referee deemed disrespectful to the game. In contrast, veterans like Diana Taurasi received only a side eye from the refs.
Coming out of college and going in the WNBA, we as WNBA players were having basketball conversations, and everybody just took it to another place where we were attacking them as people.
The double standard is obvious, as if there were separate rules for Clark and everyone else.
And that's, again, where that petty and jealousy lives.
The WNBA's attempt to control Clark's rapid rise is self-defeating. Clark is not a threat to the league, but rather its most valuable asset, attracting new fans, increasing ticket sales, and boosting TV ratings.
There is one thing I want to reset, that we want to reset, and it's the language being used around fans. Fever fans, Caitlyn fans, new fans. That actually has to go. That has to go. I understand why at times it's been used. It's kind of just when you're in an interview and you get asked a question, it's kind of easy to go, oh, the Fever fan base.
Yeah,
what
do you mean by that? That has to go.
Oh, these new fans. It has to go because it's not the Fever fans. It's not Caitlyn.
Here's the kicker. Caitlin Clark is not just a part of the NBA's story. She is the story. Without her, the league would not have seen the surge of excitement it is experiencing now. While the leadership may believe they are protecting the brand, they are actually shooting themselves in the foot. The players are the brand, and without them, there is no league, no audience, and no future. The Rookie of the Year announcement was muffled, and the officiating was suspect. Bird's disparaging comments convey a clear yet frustrating message. Slow down. Caitlyn don't rock the boat, but here's the fact they should face. Caitlin Clark not only rocks the boat, but also propels the league to new heights. If the league fails to accept this, it will sink.
And when you have that, you have a lot of attention on you. There's no more apathy. Everybody cares. It is a little that Bird magic moment, if you recall, from 1979 when those two rookies came in from a big college rival.
Kathy Engelbert, the commissioner of the NBA, has a controversial leadership style that has caused controversy. Her obsession with rivalries has led to disastrous outcomes, such as framing Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese as the next big thing in basketball, similar to Magic Johnson versus Michael Jordan.
One white, one black. And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence between rivals. They don't want everybody being nice to one another. It's a balance, but certainly from a marketing dollars, but corporate partners are stepping up to endorse these players much more so than they were 5 years ago.
During a CNBC Power lunch interview, Engelbert mentioned that Clark is white and Reese is black, which she thought would add excitement to sports. However, her attempt to exploit racial dynamics as a marketing gimmick backfired, causing fans and analysts to call her out for being tone deaf.
From the WNBA's perspective, the WNBA and the league office and Kathy's role specifically is basically to protect and shepherd the league, both from a business perspective, from a player welfare perspective, from a health and safety perspective, and from a growth and investment perspective. And this is where I feel like she's
on Labor's use of racial tension as a marketing point, rather of addressing it, exacerbated the issue for both sides. Criticism poured in quickly, much like a Clark three-pointer on their podcast. Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe were blunt in their criticism of Angel Bird, accusing her of choosing flashy marketing over player safety and emotional well-being. Rapinoe also hinted that racial conflict is beneficial for business, echoing popular opinion. Bird emphasized that leadership prioritizes headlines above addressing real concerns, such as the hostile circumstances that players encounter on a regular basis.
I did not come out of college with the same level of popularity, scrutiny, all of it. Nobody has. Caitlyn is one of one. There's zero doubt about that.
When confronted with hate speech and toxic rhetoric, Engelbert's poor advice to players was to avoid social media. Labor's solution to players who suffer bigotry and racism on a daily basis is to simply log off, which is an out-of-touch move that might easily become a meme.
Caitlyn continuing to impress and she's going to break records nonstop for the next couple of years. Yeah. It's just going to be a constant record.
However, the difficulties extend beyond her racially marketing blends. Angelbert's leadership strategy has been criticized for prioritizing optics over substance. Her focus on rivalries reduces complex athletes to cheap narratives, and when those narratives focus on race, the damage is multiplied. Instead of highlighting Clark and Arye as trailblazers for the league's future, Angelbert has turned them into symbols of division, diverting attention away from the game.
They decided that they were going to let her know she was Rookie of the Year with a phone call in Connecticut during a practice before a playoff game. You can't make this up.
This method is contributing to fan wars, which is not ideal. Subbird's comments about toxic Caitlyn fans added gasoline to the flames, accusing new supporters of battling with the league's long-standing community rather than appreciating the WNBA's expanding popularity. Bird's contemptuous remarks divided fans rather than uniting them. Critics argue that the narrative of fan toxicity exacerbates tensions, turning a moment of celebration into a source of dispute. The WNBA has a reputation for being a progressive league that values diversity, inclusion, and player voices. However, Engelbert's efforts are undermining this image by focusing on racial narratives. She jeopardizes years of effort and creates a dangerous and counterproductive environment. Fans and players are asking if the league's leadership matches with its stated values. The bottom line: Engelbert's focus on rivalries and drama is not just negative for the WNBA, but also a violation of its values. The league's focus should be on protecting players, encouraging togetherness, and honoring talent. So-called leadership may lead to irreversible consequences.